Today we will be reviewing a manga called The Story of a Rare Monster and a Worthless Girl. Now, this manga was made supposedly in 2019. Well, on the website I'm using, it was last updated in January the 6th, 2020. Its author is a Pagerata, and he or she has quite a few mangas to their name, and I will definitely be checking some of these out. The story falls under the genres of adventure, fantasy and romance, believe it or not. This is a one-shot manga, so it's one really big chapter, I guess. And it also has an omake, which is an extra chapter, maybe for closure or something, but I'll get to it. When I first started reading this manga, the first thing that stood out to me was definitely the artwork. There is a lot of detail that goes into this, from the background to the character design. Straight away you can see the so-called rare monster has coloured hair and he has a coloured necklace, which stands up to the rest of the manga because everything else is in black and white, obviously. Personally, I think they did a really good job with character designs, where they made the monster stand out just like his personality, which is quite upbeat. This is in complete contrast to the girl in the story, who is drawn to look lifeless and like she wants to die. Now let's talk about the characters themselves. The monster in question is an ultra rare monster called Nijishi, who is the only one of his kind. The character with the diamond on his forehead, and as you can see from the first few panels, that he knows his self-worth. He has all these hunters chasing after him, and he comes across as a very cocky character, but he's very positive about life. Very soon into the manga, he meets his polar opposite, a girl by the name of Clary. Clary is said to have an illness which causes much burden on the village that was taking care of her, so in turn they decided to kick her out and make her feel like she doesn't have a place in the world. She proceeds to help out the monster in a time of need for him, and this makes Nijishi very grateful to her. The two have a conversation about self-worth, and throughout the manga, the monster Nijishi helps Clary to build up her own confidence and to find her value in the world. Nijishi tries to show her that you can make value out of anything, and that value is subjective. He does this through a very simple example of friendship through a friendship token of a rock. And this is the first moment that we see Clary actually realizing that she has something to give to the world. They then both decide to build a house in the middle of the woods, and this helps Clary build up her confidence again. Eventually Clary realizes that life is worth living. As the manga goes on, the two become closer to one another through hunting for food. Eventually Nijishi catches on to the fact that there is someone hunting him. Trying not to let Clary get hurt, he goes out to try and rectify the situation. Unfortunately for him, he is cornered and has to make a deal with the hunter. The girl eventually realizes that Nijishi is not coming back, and she goes out to look for him. Unfortunately, she passes out, but she soon wakes up in hospital. She is met by the hunter who was hunting Nijishi, and is given a little bit of money to help get on her feet. She realized what had happened to Nijishi and decided to gather enough money to help free him from a collector. After spending so much time with Nijishi, she has built such a strong character and is determined to do anything to get him back. She starts her own business, and through grit and determination she eventually makes enough money over 6 years to help break Nijishi out from the collector. At the end they live happily ever after, and she even confesses her love for him. The omake chapter was a showcase on just how much Clary changed from when she first met Nijishi. In this, Nijishi also confesses his love for her, and they both live happily ever after. Overall, this is a very wholesome manga on self-worth and how you should know your own value. I honestly can't say I've read anything this wholesome in a long time. And for me, this manga was quite a gem. Get it? Gem. Okay, I should stop making jokes. I would highly recommend this manga to anyone, because why not? It puts a smile on your face and you will enjoy it. Like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you soon.